Hey guys, Mubarak here of In Penny Stock. Hope you're doing well. In this episode, I want to talk to you guys about a really cool concept I came across called JumpTask, which really solves one of the main problems that a lot of companies and any kind of space faces whenever it's new and emerging, like the cryptocurrency space. And so here on the homepage, it's a little difficult, right, just from reading this to understand, but it really gets pretty awesome of what it is. So essentially, what JumpTask does is that it's an educational content or kind of gamified course in order to help, say, gig workers or employees or people basically be able to understand and get exposed to beginner-friendly educational content in relation to cryptocurrency. So, for example, in terms of security concerns, anything related to what the employer, what the workforce wants to set up. And it allows these gig workers to then discover and explore the crypto world and really just kind of get a whole grasp of it. So there's different tasks that essentially come up, right? They're divided into four categories. You have your intention, your action. So think about like transcribing speech to text. You have data, and you have kind of others, which are kind of the remaining buckets of them. And so none of these require the users to have any prior experience or understanding, but it essentially gives them the ability to do the task and then receive their utility token, which is the Jump token itself, JMPT, right? So that is, JMPT itself is basically the utility token, and that's fueling the entire company's effort to, I would say, essentially decentralize the gig economy, right? And that makes all of the crypto market as a whole more approachable. So think about it. If if you're listening to this and checking this out, you're probably either anywhere from getting a higher level on the beginner stage of understanding crypto, or intermediate, or perhaps advanced, and you're following this because you understand what's going on in crypto, what decentralization is. But think about your coworkers, think about your family members. How many of them actually know as much as you do or about this space, right? And so a lot of the times it's difficult for people to kind of just jump in without any prior knowledge or skill set to be able to kind of master crypto. And this entity and this type of cryptocurrency, essentially, they're working on giving companies that control to, get their tasks done, get their work done, but then also be able to offer that educational opportunity for those types of workers. So at the whole scope of it is a gig economy based marketplace, right? And it allows different companies and organizations to make the most out of the collective skills of the workforce, right? So it allows gig workers to not only discover and explore the crypto world, as I mentioned, but then also the crowdsourcing basis of it really eliminates the need to have or hire any massive teams, right? So anytime you need a massive amount of people or kind of some granular work like dealing with microtask data validation, transcriptions, you can kind of take that big project and break it into bite-sized microtasks and then outsource them with this platform, right? So it's JumpTask overall, right? And I think this is a long-winded way, but hopefully it kind of starts making sense of what it kind of comes down to do, which is and it'd be worth kind of checking out. They also have a white paper that kind of breaks it down. But it's the cutting edge platform that utilizes blockchain technology and decentralization for the gig economy, right? So it's planning to shift the way it operates and be able to kind of issue their cryptocurrency, which is, again, the Jump token, JMPT, to fuel the platform. And so, right now, obviously, there's a lot of different freelancing marketplaces. You have Fiverr, you have Upwork. A lot of them specialize in projects and tasks that require special skills or experience. They're kind of inseparable from serious time commitments, and there's kind of a false impression that's created that side hustles aren't for everyone. So JumpTask really helps to kind of break that niche or break that situation. So gives you the earning opportunity to be able to, pay attention, do the tasks, but then also receive and be, involved in this kind of marketplace for freelancers. So this is kind of a breakdown of how the utility token is broken down, and the tokenomics, again, for any kind of tool or any type of crypto or ICO token that you're looking at, whether it's a token sale, you really want to understand how it's divided and who gets the allocation of the products and of the token, right? So fortunately, you can see that they only have about 20% going back to the team. They have a liquidity pool here. They're not going to come up with any more in the future. They have 50% allocated to product and partnership. So it looks like a pretty optimal type of tokenomics setups. And the great thing here is that I always like whenever the entity or the kind of ICO or token sale cryptocurrency company essentially is actually giving a roadmap as to what they've done and also what their prior goals were, right? Because it gives you a realistic kind of obviously roadmap on where they think they're going, what their end goal is, and what they want to focus on. So really cool platform. I'm going to link to this in the description below so you can take a look at it. But one of the other key components of the timing, the reason I bring it up is because of the type of airdrops going on right now. And this is more of a staked airdrop, which means you have to hold it and to be eligible, kind of hold it between this time period. So because this is really the last week going on, I want to kind of highlight it and give some push. Again, this is not investment advice, it's purely educational, but take a look at it. Just these are different projects that I like to look at and kind of get exposed to. And of course, they also have their own blog where you can really just see how they're trying to and focusing on their staking, but also what they're doing in the gig economy. All right, because that's really what the key, I would say, value prop is of JumpTask. Like what they're doing essentially is they're going to be the launch pad for setting up and really standardizing the communication between existing businesses and then their end users. So whenever it comes to, again, that allocation and completion of tasks. So when you're thinking, if you go back, you're thinking of the data validation, you're thinking of these simple kind of task transcriptions, transcribing, this type of nature where you're going to be able to have the gig workers worldwide equipped with the new means to easily find these microtasks to work on, generate extra income for themselves without needing to undergo a whole bunch of complex training or memorize specific information. And then this will allow for them to basically enhance their crypto skills, and they'll be able to explore the market due to, again, the JumpTask's own crypto coin, JumpToken. So it really allows for that introduction to crypto while allowing gig workers to continue making money without having to kind of put their own money at risk. So hope that makes sense. I'm going to link to the white paper and the kind of WinDrop airdrop below, and more information on JumpTask as well as their different kind of social media posts. But definitely recommend checking it out, kind of get more of an understanding of where they're going with fluid staking and what exactly that means. So as always, if you do have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at admin, that's ADMIN @inpennystock.com. Hope to hear from you guys soon. Take care.